Avant here. Inject is on that flank now. James could potentially get spotted out. But Urcast is there. No drop. Noisy and Dexter. Fantastic from him there. Brings it down into a 1-on-2, which again was definitely Avant's round to lose after such a dominating AWP. Couple kills from Moe. Double AWP set up. Inject misses the tight shot. The bomb will go down as both of the T's still on the site. They know exactly where Inject is, and obviously this AWP is going to be very, very hard to retake here. Dexter with a massive 3k as well from this round.
This is
Glad he's firing up.
Save situation.
Definitely, Inject needs to get the fuck out of there as he risks being greased up and fucked, as Dexter and Urcast managed to do to the rest of the CTs earlier this round. So quick update on the scores. It is the big Mongol himself, 11-3. Burn the only one yet to fire up. But again, it is still very early in this game. Even frags across Avant. And still, this Greyhound train keeps on rolling. Choo-choo, motherfucker. The only life in Avant.
To happen on this if Greyhound got the CT side, not T side. But,
yeah, exactly. That's it. Hey, look at the money situation. Yeah,
just really struggling in all of their games lately.
Yeah, so they haven't really decided to do too much around this AWP. They could have possibly forced up potentially some Famises and that kind of thing, but they say, nah, fair enough. We'll respect this a little bit more. Won't risk the force just yet. Inject, the only member with a real rifle here. Moe being taken down by the big dick. As it's still a relatively default setup. Now, Dexter does actually manage to spot the leg of SK through that smoke there. As we see a 2-on-3 already, but again, respecting the side of Avant, not pushing too aggressively just yet. Letting themselves allow Avant to make any mistakes as opposed to themselves. Holy fuck, these follows, dude. I can't even keep up. Skip the Frost, B-Boy Shadow, Zombie Tank, Anna, Klazkas, Klaxes, Ricochet, John Marta, and Tongue Lamb. Thank you for the follows, guys. Love y'all!
And here comes the A execute. This AWP is still going towards B, which is definitely what they want. They want to save this one because there's no way they're winning this round unless
James! 1, 2, and Noisia! Look at this change up, James! Fantastic play, and Inject is now ready to call this rotate, but nope. 30 seconds left. They've got to make their way up. Be quick. Do they have any utility?
Spoke too soon.
No smokes, Rory. No smokes. It's doable.
Oh. Inject picking up the there as they push towards this coffin position. They're going to be planting this bomb, not really giving the CTs a chance. They're going to have to push in together, try and trade this one out. Inject going to pick up one. Urcast
1, 2, Urcast.
In a 1v1 situation, Urcast going down to 19 HP. Inject stuck with his AWP. It's a wrong weapon to be going for this retake.
No kid either. Obviously, this was always Avant's round to lose with only that eco sort of round coming in. But look at this. Urcast has made his way around. The 1v3, the big Mongolian. He has smoked. He's not pause the game. Give that man another fucking cigarette. He is fragging out of his mind, ladies and gentlemen. 14 kills, Urcast. What a game of CS, Rory!
He's so
the big
good.
Mongolian, he has smoked. He's not pause the game. Give that man another fucking cigarette.
Man.
He's fragging out of his mind, ladies and gentlemen. He's so good, dude. It's nuts.
It's because he's not Australian. He's not from, he's not from our region.
He doesn't lose to pistols.
He's surfing in AU.
Oh my god, dude. This is excellent.
Here comes the neighbours noise complaint.
Oh, mate. My neighbours can get fucked gratisfactions out here fragging, ladies and gentlemen. The only one that's really going to regret anything is my housemate for moving in with me in the first place, but I think he knew what he was getting into.
Holy shit.
It only happens a couple of times a week.
I think the wrong players called Big Dick on that team because that was a huge play from Urcast.
Absolutely massive. So 7-0. Greyhound just looking like the unstoppable force right now. We do have another buy on Avant, obviously. But Moe being the only one left for the North in this 4v5, Inject being taken down earlier in the round after trying to boost up and getting that early aggression. But the call has been made. Let's move towards B. Will lock James there. A bit of a whiff onto the former teammate. Noisia is there to trade the kill out, but now he's left. He's mollied off, and he's stuck. Second oranges. Urkar securing that frag. 4 on 2. And it looks like Avant once more will definitely be opting for the save here. This game is looking more and more grim on the side of Avant. What I would really like is a pause, talk it out. Obviously, all these players are so ridiculously experienced, especially Moe and James. Really would be time for a pause to feel something out. Maybe give each other a bit of a back rub, a bit of an under-the-table wristy, as that is possibly what they could need to get themselves back into this game, as Grayhound just continues to roll out of control. Escape does manage to take the big dick, but looking very, very grim still. But this round isn't all lost. SK did some serious work there, managing to take out 2 extra frags, and they will live on with 2 members. So enough economy to buy themselves back into this one. James has enough on his own.
15 to 3.
Jesus, dude. That's fucking huge.
Gotta love kids that are legit Nova who think they understand basic high-level CS. Dude, that hurts my feelings. Alright? Really
Oh, no, he's not referring to you. He's... yeah. The big sunbot wouldn't talk shit about my boy Rory.
Right, man. I'm actually MG1 now, right?
Yeah, dude. I'm Lem, but it's so undeserved. It doesn't even fucking matter, hey?
I haven't even checked my MM rank. I haven't played in so long. Rip.
I just get carried by the boys. That's all that matters.
And Avant look lost right now. I mean, they've got an MP7 buy on their AWPer. Like, this is getting out of control right now. Grayhound are doing exactly what we said would happen last game, where they just get their roll on and they just move in from there. And it's just Urkast being Urkast at this stage.
That's right, exactly. Urkast has been taken low, though, this round. If they manage to shake the unstoppable force, maybe they'll be able to bring themselves back into this round. 55 seconds left on the clock. It looks like the T's are making their way slowly towards A as they just leave Burn to fake out B, as he's been doing so fantastically throughout this game. Yeah, codename Rana. LEM in Oz is basically fucking, what, Nova anywhere else in the world, so I'll admit that. It's fine. Doesn't count. Even Sea-Dogs are Sea-Dogs are higher ranked in the world than Avant. That's funny as fuck.
That's because Sea-Dogs are like genetically better players.
Yeah. More attractive, better at CS, you know, just all along. Nah, look, let's be hard. But the big dick waltzes his way up onto this B site so very late, but Burn also taking out a kill. James does manage to trade one out, but the bomb is down. It's a 3-on-4 situation. Urkast, Burn, and Dicky relatively low, but still a very, very tough retake. Moe just walking so slowly with this orb. And James! Look at James on the other side of the map! James doesn't give a fuck. He's ready to save. He's had enough. He's having a beer. He's having a beer already. He's down at the pub. He wants this game to be over.
Strike you as the kind of guy that you would meet down at the local. You know what I mean?
That's
he'd
it.
He'd be singing a couple of bevies.
Screaming at the rugby or something.
Oh, exactly. Someone would mention video games and he'd be like, yeah, it's fucking guys who play video games. Am I right? Yeah. Not admitting his true love for video
That's
games.
It. And look, Zara, I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm playing hard to get. This woman isn't gonna come to me if I just be easy, you know. I'm wearing a suit. I'm talking about video games. I mean, I'm a catch. I'm not just gonna give myself to her. No way. It's not how it works. Avant CGP 180 in the world. Sea-Dogs CGM team rank 177 in the world. Holy fuck. Okay, back to CS, because I've had enough of talking about myself. James! Fantastic 2 frags from him, but Urkast and Dexter are there to trade them out. They've almost completely opened up this A site. Moe caught off guard in the open there. Did not have to be in Moto just then. Brings it into another early 3-on-2, and Inferno is such a heavily CT-sided map. Grayhound has just bent them over completely dry, making it so hard for Avant to get themselves back into this game. What do you think? Do you think the 16-0 is a possibility, Rory?
Look, I'm getting a little bit horny just thinking about it, if I'm being honest.
The man is wet as we think about this.
Just every time I see Urcast get a frag.
Oh my god, and look at that. Dex just takes them both down as well. Fuck me, dude. This is spiraling out of control way too quickly. Even the thought of Avant getting around at this stage, let alone bringing it to 10-5 half, is just looking very dismal.
Although that being said, I mean, like the two players that are like subbing for the team, Bowie and James, have had significant rounds where you thought they could have turned the round on its head.
That's right. So it is, yeah, look, you can't really put any player of Avant down too harshly right now. No one is underperforming. And really, the only reason it looks like something's going crazy here is because Urcast is dropping some serious frags, but here we go. Bit of a change. Noisia getting that first frag. Dexter is able to trade it out across the map onto Moe, though. But we have 3 members of the CT side quite heavily stacked up towards B, and Urcast and Grat trying to bait it out. But great shot from Inject there. Does manage to lock one, but Urcast 1, 2, 3! The man cannot be traded! The Mongo! Get him another smoke! Get him a whole fucking box of smokes! Look at this cunt. He's massive. 20 kills in just 10 rounds. Rory, I've already broken my desk with my erection. I've had enough.
He doesn't lose. He's not part of AUCS. He doesn't lose to pistols. We discussed this, right? He doesn't lose to Eco.
I shouldn't be surprised anymore, really, should I?
Honestly, I said it last game. Dick Stacey and him need to swap names because he's got the biggest dick in the server, like straight up.
That's it. Massive, massive stuff. And dude, the funniest thing is about this, like, I love games of CS like this, where I can just totally be myself and hype everyone up, and everyone still get around it, because I can do professionally if I need. But, man, what's the point? We are the most entertaining 2 men casting this game right now. That's for sure. And no, bad man, sorry.
In the next room, and I'm mentioning like, oh yeah, fucking gets me wrecked. It's like, well, they're just not gonna have any context on the situation whatsoever.
That's it. That's it.
They'd be watching, they'd be like, I don't get it.
And Badman has very much pointed out that whilst Urcast has the bigger dick, Dick Stacey has the bigger rig.
Oh,
so
100%.
Dexter, look at that, just makes it look so fucking easy. The full buy round just takes A all by himself. Inject and Noisia once more, looking to save, and Burnt is there. And he does take him down to 3 HP already, and they've got the info, they're ready to hunt once more. Just laughs, there's nothing even to say anymore.
I don't know what to say.
just a chuckle.
It's just getting out of hand.
Noisia is there to take down Burn, but all, except no, sorry, they've left the big ring over. And actually, here we go, a bit of change of pace. But Inject and Noisia taking down 2. Dick Stacey is there to take down Inject. And unless he gets the positioning down, but they don't give a fuck. Noisia doing all he can. Massive, massive 4K from him there. Although it basically was a whole W fest into his crosshair, Noisia does manage to salvage a little bit of the round, bringing himself up to be the first one to hit double digits on the side of Avant, bringing that AWP back over to Noisia, Inject, sorry. And we do have another buy round, but 12-0. Grayhound looking unstoppable this game.
You hate to see it, but you love to see it at the same time.
Exactly, mate. This is more entertaining. Like this, because obviously some rounds have still been quite close. This 16-0 is much more entertaining than, say, like a 16-5 where one team is still being ridiculously dominant. But at least Avant have showed, whilst they haven't pulled any rounds, they've at least showed some sort of life. And it's really only been Grayhound who have just been, you know, securing the 3v2s or the, you know, 2v4s or whatever that have just really made this game an entertaining one.
I feel really bad mostly for Jordan and White Girl Wasted in the chat, the 2 girlfriends of the players on Avant. Really depressing right now.
That's right. They're going to have to give a quick back rub to the boys after this game, I think. quick
One of
cuddle.
any kind
Yeah,
whatsoever
that's
would
it.
be
Just
nice.
maybe a little kiss and a cuddle. Maybe some Netflix or some ice cream. You know, something along those lines. Some supportive loving.
Anyway, so it looks like Grayhound, they're going to be pushing out towards this
Dexter.
A site. Just absolutely destroying them right now. Big Dick, Dexter, both picking up one each. James, he's the only player left here. He's going to pick up Burn. Really good to see. Some consolation flags, if nothing else.
That's it. So they are smoked off at Moto. Grat dropping James as well. The final A player of this site falls.
One thing it's really good to see from Grayhound, though, is they're not taking their foot off the throat. As much as we obviously prefer this to not go to a 16-0, because that's can be really damaging for a team, and I wouldn't be surprised if a team dies after a 16-0. It is really good to see that Grayhound are not being disrespectful in any way, shape, or form. They are just playing every round as they normally would, using their utility, you know, flashing each other into things, and it's working really well for them.
Exactly, and also main point of the matter is they still, whilst they are hunting for these frags, they are still ultimately respecting the side of Avant. You know, there hasn't been any shit where we've tried to see players get knifed or any of that fucking gay shit. So it's good to see. But yeah, Grayhound again just showing their absolute dominance, even of the whole Australian scene at the moment, because Avant, you know, high level CGP team just looking like a CGA team by Grayhound, just toying with them at this stage.
Well, this is going to be Greyhound's 14th map win in a row.
That's nuts.
So it really shouldn't be a surprise. We're talking about one of the best teams in OS, and a team that has changed their lineup and going through a bit of a slump at the moment. So the result should be a surprise, but the 16-0, maybe it's...
Yeah, that's definitely... you know, again, we were talking about how my 16-5 might have been a bit generous to Grayhound, and, you know, now we're almost seeing a possible 15-0 half. Looking very realistic, and as Burn flashes, taking down Inject, the man had no idea what was coming. And it is still relatively spread. This is what I mean. They're not going off that single pick. They're having the discipline to chill back for a second and wait, seeing if there's any different rotates, because as you can see here, James has now been pulled off A. It's only a two-man play on towards the A site from Avant. And they've used some more utility here. Gratisfaction spots out James through that fire too. And Noisia is left all by himself on this B site. But still the discipline. They're not doing anything just yet. They've got 45 seconds left. Plenty of utility. And SK getting a little bit antsy here. Does spot out Dicky, but now they know exactly where he is. And Noisia has also dropped down. SK does manage to secure the kill onto Urcast, but they pulled this rotate a little bit, only 30 seconds. SK, actually, here we go. Moe and SK trading the kills out across the map, doing some serious work. 20 seconds left on the clock, but here we go. It is the big ring on this flank. Moe does manage to drop him down. It is all going to be on the big fella himself, playing connector. Fuck off, SK. I don't want to see this. But Dick Stacy has made his way onto the site. Will he be able to get the plant? He fakes it out. Does spot out Moe, but not enough time. Will manage to get the bomb down for that bomb money, but Avant secures the round. The dream is dead. And I'm kind of sad about it, but Avant brings themselves back in this game with a single round as we move into the final round of this half. I wonder, can you even bet on 16-0s on this shit? I don't know, like, I know that betting obviously is quite new, especially on Australian CS, but like I know Bet365 you can. I wonder if there's like, you know, obviously different
I wouldn't know because I do not gamble on any teams in the Counter-Strike Australia region. Yes, yes, you can. Sorry, I just had to put that one out.
Yeah, I know you are a bit of a compulsive gambler yourself, which is good. Did you win on Red Zell on Saturday? That's the real question. I did as well. Alright.
Winx is my boy. That's all I'm saying.
That's it. Damien Lane, unstoppable.
Willie Pike is unstoppable. And while we through the smoke.
You know, if you back Pike, you can drink what you like. But here we go. Noisia does manage to secure the kill onto Urka, so this is actually a bit of a realistic retake, especially with all three members somewhat towards the pit area. Dexter is up on balcony, and Grat does drop Noisia, and this Molotov buying time. The flash comes down. Moe doesn't give a fuck, looks straight into it. And again, The poor bastard can't even fucking see. Dexter secures another and another. The man is unstoppable. Bowie will manage to drop one, but 14-1, the half goes over to the way of Grayhound. Man, that was so close to being a 15-0 half. That final round coming in all on James and Noisier, I think it was. So secure that one, but half time, 14-1. Yeah, hate and love to see it, as you said before, Rory.
Yeah, it's really, you got to feel for Avant right now, because they literally cannot do anything. You got players like Moe who are just putting up consistent rounds, putting them in the situation where you think, ooh, is this the round? Is this the one that they win? Is this where the comeback starts? And it's consistently not happening. But I think that speaks more to the quality of Grayhound as opposed to the lack of quality of Avant. They're still playing some decent CS. They're still not, doing the worst that we've ever seen. But it's difficult to do anything against Grayhound in their current form, as we've seen over the past 14 maps.
That's exactly right. Nah, because a lot of these maps not even close, just Grayhound showing absolute dominance. Taking teams like Chiefs down 16-4. So anyway, James opens up the round, taking the first frag onto Burn, and Urkas also dropped onto 2 HP himself. James actually, what the fuck? Gratisfaction, sneaky little cunt there, manages to live on for way too long. But James is there to drop him, and Urkas, has he slipped through this smoke? He has, but he does fall. Dexter does secure one, but James, massive fucking 4K here. He's hungry, he's on. But Dicky will take him down, and Moe says, relax, boys. Let's actually win this one. He has one bullet. And he will not manage to take down the big rig. So here we are. I will get so fucking aroused if the big rig takes this one. We're going to be all on him. Oh, that was a bit scary there, but SK secures the frag. Dick Stacey not able to bring that in. So a little bit of life break brought into this game. Obviously, we have a long, long way to go. Avant does secure the pistol round, bringing Grayhound into an eco. But they will opt for the force. Burn picks up that deagle. Dicky with the 5-7. A couple CZs and a P250 onto Grat, so they can pick up a little bit of utility. And what will we see from them here? Playing it pretty slow to start, giving that respect, as we've seen so consistently throughout this game, given to the side of Grayhound and those pistols. Dick Stacey does tick on that Molotov a couple times, being brought down to 91 of himself, so they do know at least where one of them is. Shoulder peeking. Boiler does manage to live on. Flash will come down, but Moe, fantastic aggression there, takes down Dick Stacey. And we see Avant in the 5-on-4 advantage here. Dexter playing quite close, manages to spot out Moe, so they trade out the frag. A bit of poor timing there. Burn not able to secure that headshot. Does take SK down to 63 HP though. So we have got 3 of the CTs actually towards A here, but they have pulled them off. I'm not sure sort of what fake we've seen come in. Noisier does take down Dexter.
Bit of a quizzical one, that rotate, but Urkas, he's just doing the same thing he's been doing.
Oh my god, and look at that damage.
Putting up damage.
And here they've called it. Burn is going to be, yep, they're going to stay here. He's going to say, alright, chill out. And I think they may pull Grab, but look at this. If Burn fires up, he can do some serious work here. They're just going to go as a unit. Noisier, nice little shot there. Securing it. The bomb will go down. And Gratisfaction, I think, has found a UMP, and he's just gone up to save that one here, hopefully for an exit. Wait. Dude, is there some toxicity in my chat?
There is so much. I'm sorry, I'm getting so distracted reading this toxicity. It's some good shit.
Fim, pull your head in, cunt. I love your work, but this is a clean Christian stream. Okay?
No. This is a mousepad-free zone, as they say.
Oh, we've even got Big Boy Pex in the chat. Check that man out.
Damn.
We had 420. We had 421 viewers for a second. I kind of wanted someone else to leave, so we could have 420.
This has only come now. I didn't hear me BMing the shit out of Amelia.
Dude, get this toxic guy out of my stream. But okay, so Avant does manage to bring, again, as I mentioned prior, a little bit more life back into this game. 3 rounds, so it is not as crushing as it could have been. My 16-5 prediction still on. Grat picks up, holders on to that UMP, sorry. Hopefully going to be taking some of the AKs out of the hands of Avant as they make their way relatively, oh sorry, it's just one. It is just Moe there, making his way up mid. But it is still a cheeky split Urcast friendly smoke to help out his boy Grat there. Will not burn down.
Ooh, oh, he gets dinked there.
Dick Stacy giving him a little love tap. I think that flash was unintentional, but we'll see. They are making their way up towards A. They have called the rotate. Grat being the only one with that gun, but Dexter takes down one. Will he manage to find SK as well? James taking down Urcast, but Burn taking down James. And we see another dink as well. What the fuck is going on? Inject takes down SK, and Dick Stacy takes down Inject. It's a 1-on-2. Grat coming along with this UMP. Noisia will manage to get the bomb plant down, but the big man with the fantastic music taste has got to do a lot of work here, and Grat will lock him down. Oh, not enough. Rory, you can do the rest of the game. I'm gone now. Bye.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's why Grayhound didn't lose that. They have a Mongolian, and that's all there is to it. AUCS, my friends. AUCS. GG. GG, well played. But real talk, that was a pretty good round, eh? I thought that was just some really, really good quality Counter-Strike.
Sorry, I'm back.
Do you think that was some really, really good quality?
That was why the rest of the world makes fun of us. No disrespect to Avant, because Grayhound obviously did play that very well.
Dude,
but
I don't even know what to say watching
that
this game.
was just fucked. Oh, dude, that was... I think that is a situation where if I was casting like a fucking big event, I would literally get up from the desk and just leave. just straight up go home, call the Uber, we're fucking out of here, boys. Bad enough, as we see Grat take the no life left here. All on Inject and SK to hopefully secure an additional round. But Grayhound looking like they will make it 16-3, so Miss Potter, you called it on the wrong game, but holy shit, nice shot from Inject there. Ripping the head off of Dexter, but still plenty of work left to do. They do make their way on to the A site, spotting out Dick Stacy, so a little bit of life back in his game. Apparently all GoTV wants to do is look at Dexter's cock here. Had enough. There you go. Inject, 25 seconds left. Still yet to get that bomb down as all 3 of the CTs know exactly where he is. It's a fucking gangbang.
They're playing this one so well here.
Inject actually does manage to spot out one more. He's got the upper hand here on the positioning, but here we go. Knows they've got no time. And the spray comes down. Final round goes the way of Grayhound. 16-3. Look at the donation I just got.
What'd you get? Hang on, I gotta alt tab and start the stream.
Daddy's cum puppet. Thank you for the $5. Leave Chloe for me, Conky. Baby, words like that, I'll do whatever you want me to do. Okay, guys. GG, well played. Rory, I'll leave you to have a few words on that final game as I bring open the HLTV.
There's not really a whole lot to say, though, really, is there? I mean, Grayhound just came out firing how we've expected them to over the last few weeks, and then Avant roster changes, obviously not going to be the most stable lineup, and just got absolutely ruffle stomped on a map that Grayhound are just clearly very adept on. Good signs, though. I mean, given you did lose, you can't really say good signs in a 16-3, but when you look at some of the individual rounds where they got really close to it, you have to say there was some good rounds come out from Inject had some good rounds there, Moe had some good rounds, James had some good rounds. Noisier and SK lacking a little bit, I thought, but obviously time will tell with this new lineup. It's a bit early to be jumping the gun and calling for heads, I think.
That's exactly right. And just looking on the HLTV page right now for Greyhound, just dominating all of their games. Atletico 2-0 in a series, Tainted Minds 2-1 in a series, Chiefs 16-3 on